What's better than helping out a nonprofit organization simply by
eating?
Simply by eating.
Does it get any better than that?
That's right. You said it.
Eric Shore is here with 100 Men Who Cook, which is a great event. We've had a couple of your competitors on the show. Did you watch before
and
you watched
very good friends of mine, Chad Hayes and Dave Henwood, both very good friends, and Randy Ashton, who's coming up next week, another very good friend of mine. So it's kind of like 100 Men That Cook. March Madness here at Seattle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so what is the event? Let's talk a little bit about it.
It's 100 Men That Cook, and it's held at the Danville Civic Center. It's going to take place April the 5th, begin at 6 p.m. I do want to mention I am a member of the board of directors for the foundation, and we appreciate everything you guys have done, allowing us to come on your show, tell us about our upcoming event. So this is my opportunity on behalf of our entire board of directors to say thank you for helping us promote the event.
Well, you're welcome. You do a lot of great work in the community. So, now you had Hannah over there drooling before the show even started.
I was over here getting a sneak peek. Yeah.
Exactly. So what are we going to be making?
Osso Buco. It's an Italian dish, and it's actually veal shank. I'm going to ask for you guys' help here real quick. I know we've got a limited amount of time. I've done some of this.
Brave.
I'm ready to help.
I've done some of this in stages, and then I actually have a dish finished and ready to give to you guys at the end of the show here. But I was hoping maybe you could help me out so we could show some of the viewers how to do this.
Hannah's probably pretty good at this. I'm notoriously lousy, so we do have the backup.
Do you want me to switch you over here?
Yeah, exactly. Here we'll switch sides, and you can take the lead on this. So what are we going? Where do we start?
What I'm going to ask you guys to do. This is a bouquet garni.
Okay.
And all we really need to do is take the cheesecloth, and you can see that we've got some thyme, we've got some rosemary, we've got some dried bay leaves and garlic. And all we need to do is roll that up inside the cheesecloth, and then we'll add that to the Dutch oven later on in the process.
And then I tie it with the string.
Yeah, just tie the string on each end, and it doesn't have to be pretty because we're just going to throw it away afterwards anyway. Well, you're doing
actually,
other
way.
Maybe this way would be.
Okay.
That's why I did it for the
all right.
dish, so. And then while you're doing that, I am just going to go ahead and season our veal shanks here. All you really need to do is just put light salt and pepper on the shanks to start with. And then
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
She's got it covered. And then all we really want to do here is just lightly dredge these. Make sure they're very dry beforehand, because these, once we're done, they're going to go into some hot olive oil, so we want to be careful with that. And then the other one.
All right, so that goes your flouring.
So there we've done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side, and in an effort to save some time, I went ahead and I've already browned 2 of the shanks here. So you can kind of see what they should look like when we're all said and done, and we should have some hot oil going here as well. So normally what
I was going to say what's in there. I don't want to lean too close.
So normally what we would have done is taken the shanks, dropped them right in the oil, and we'd like to sear them for about 3 minutes on each side.
Okay.
But to save time, we've already done that. So just imagine that I've seared these. This is what they come out and look like. And the next step, in the same oil...
Slide this one up a little bit.
Please. Yeah. And in the same oil that you cook the veal shanks, now we want to add our vegetables. So we've just got some chopped carrots here that we'll add.
And you're taking them, are those just regular carrots from the store?
Just regular carrots.
Okay.
Nothing special, nothing fancy. We want some onions. And then
cooking them in the same oils, that give it like a special kind of flavor?
That's where you're getting the flavor off of the meat that will go through the entire dish. So we'll get started with that and go ahead and let these render down. Normally you want to let these cook for about 8 minutes and wait till the onions are translucent, and then we should be in pretty good shape to move forward. I don't know what kind of time we've got. Do you guys want me to kind of go through a couple other things?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Now, once this is done, normally just imagine that these cook through for the 8 minutes and the onions are translucent. Then we want to take the tomato paste here, just a teaspoon, and then we'll go ahead and mix that inside. So I'll just go ahead and do that for the time being here. So,
it's amazing. It seems like such a fancy dish, but you're using things that we all have access to.
Exactly. And if the hard part is the legwork to make sure everything's chopped, ready to go. Once you get to this stage, it's pretty easy. It's just throw it all together.
You made it all look easy for us, is what you're telling
us. So once we've stirred in and we've got the tomato paste mixed in with all the vegetables here, the next step that we're going to want to do is move our shanks back into the pot.
Okay.
Now,
in those go, but I feel like we're missing a key ingredient because we want all the flavors to blend, right?
And we will.
Okay.
Here's the next thing. We are going to use some dry white wine.
Oh.
Add this.
There's the missing ingredient.
There's the missing. ingredient.
It's a good ingredient, isn't it?
So what we'll want to do is let that cook down.
You don't ever do it like a Julia Child thing, like a little for the pork, a little bit for me.
If I was cooking at home with my family, I guarantee you I'd have a glass.
All right.
Absolutely. So we want to let that cook down for about 5 minutes, reduced by about 50%. So let's just imagine that we've gone ahead and we've done that throughout this cycle. The next step is we'll want to add a couple of cups of good old-fashioned chicken broth.
And then this just cooks up?
Yes. And then we will use what Hannah's done for us down there.
It's not very pretty, but
It doesn't have to be. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be.
Here, we'll hold this up and show it. You actually, here, you display it. You did it. It looks nice.
There, yeah.
So, all right, so we're gonna find out what we're gonna do next. Hold that thought, and we're gonna find out what happens with this beautiful gift that Hannah made when we check back in with you.
Okay.
Sounds good. It's Eric Shore with 100 Men Who Cook. We have the information about the event online at ciliving.tv. And hang on, Eric, we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.